You may have seen in a previous video that one of my cats was scratching up the walls of my house. Well, this week, I decided to patch up these scratches and make it look good as new. I started with some 320 grit sandpaper. I lightly sanded all the scratch marks and get rid of all the peeled wood. It looked like this when I was done. I also eventually wiped it down with a damp paper towel to get rid of all the dust. Next I used some Elmer's wood filler. The instructions say to knead it before using. Then I applied a small amount to one of the scratches, and then flattened it out with a scraper. Eventually I realized it was actually much easier to just use my fingers to do this. Just make sure you apply a liberal amount. Putting a little bit more than you need is better than not enough, because we're going to sand this down later. Also try to smooth it out as best as you can. When I was done, it looked like this. The instructions said to wait at least 15 minutes before sanding, so that's what I did. I sanded it down with the same sandpaper as before. Just sand everything down till it's flat and smooth. Then when you're done, make sure to remove all of the dust by using a damp paper towel. Now it's time to paint. First you gotta make sure the paint is stirred up really good. Then I just use a small brush to paint over the affected area. Try to paint in nice long smooth strokes. After letting it dry a couple hours, I noticed that I didn't put the paint on quite thick enough. But after a second layer of paint, it looks brand new. You'd never know that the dumb cat used this as a scratching post. I also ended up building a tall scratching post to try to prevent the cats from doing this again. Check out my other video on that here. If you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe.